This is the only Lovable landing page tutorial you need if you sell digital products as a creator. In about 30 minutes of me just playing around with Lovable, and I've got no coding, no UX, no design experience, I was able to make this digital product page just using one of my own YouTube transcripts. I was able to then make this landing page to help grow my newsletter just by using a simple Google Doc. I also then went to a random creator's landing page, which could have had a conversion facelift. And what I got back from Lovable would have cost me thousands if I had gone to a CRO team to get this consulted, mocked up, and built for me. There were no crazy prompts in the process, really basic stuff, and frankly, this is just broken. So in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through those landing pages. I'm gonna show you the prompts that I use to build these. And I'm also gonna show you how I optimize the copywriting on the page using AI because, you gotta be able to sell digital products if there's good copy, right? It's a bit on the technical side, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like inside my computer. So before I show you these landing pages and how I built them, probably one of the most important questions to answer is, what the heck does an actual good landing page look like? Instead of me guessing, I like to go do research to find inspiration from people who are actually doing a really good job at this. So for example, agencies, they do this for clients every day, or people who spend money on paid ads and they're forced to optimize landing pages for conversions. I probably want to be grabbing inspiration from those people rather than just asking ChatGPT or Lovable what it thinks the best is. So I'm gonna show you some of my favorite research strategies to help find you inspiration for what you might want, because what I think it looks cool and what I think is good might be different for your taste. So right here, I'm on my Facebook page, and Facebook's got a lot of ads. And so right here, I'm here with Russ Rafina. Russ, you can send me a royalty check later, but he has probably a landing page here. If I go click the link here, it's gonna go to, straight to a book a call page. But thankfully, I've actually, in keeping theme with this video, saved one for his what I prepared earlier. It's got lots of social proof, it's got some curiosity, it's got some credibility, and I'm gonna be showing you in just a moment what you do with this information. But for now, you wanna be going through your Facebook feed because it's hyper-personalized to what you search, and you're gonna find ads that resonate with you, which means that you might find landing pages that you like. And we're gonna use that info for Lovable in just a moment. Now, if you went to Facebook, you didn't find what you like, what I suggest is you go find agencies who do landing pages for clients all the time. I actually met Alicia a few years back. She was also from Melbourne, and she's an absolute weapon when it comes to landing pages. So Alicia, you can also send me a royalty check here, but I can go to her portfolio, I can go to landing pages, and it's gonna have the company name up here, and I can go basically check out the landing page that suits my preference, and we can then go and use that for inspiration in the future. Now, if nothing drives with you on Alicia's page, what you can do as well is go to ad agencies, because ad agencies really need to use landing pages, right? If there's no portfolio that you like, you can go to success stories. I actually went to success stories and I scrolled all the way down and I found someone who actually sells digital products. Rose here did a bit of research, product market hunting, and I found she has a YouTube, and yes, she's got plenty of landing pages that I could draw inspiration from. So the first landing page I want to show you with Lovable is, how do I take a landing page? Maybe you've had one that's up for a while, you've been meaning to change it, you don't have the time to do it, but you want to update it so it's modern, it's conversion focused, and you want to take influence or inspiration from something that you found in the research phase. So I really liked what Alicia was doing, and I found this digital product page, and it's good, but I know we could make it even better. And this is how I sort of dip my toe into Lovable to figure this out. It doesn't have to be that complicated. So on the top left here, you're gonna see the prompt that I use, not too difficult. I said, help me redesign the home landing page for topteacher.com using the landing page UX conversion principles taught by this YouTube educator. Now, I found that from different testing that if they have long form content, because there's lots of transcriptions out there, it's going to pick up what they talk about. It's going to have a much better time at picking up what are the teaching principles. So that's why I chose Alicia. She's got good content too. It should contain virtually the same copy, but have the UX and CRO optimized to mimic exactly how Alicia teaches. Now, I got back this, and from a contrast, so this is the after. I should do the before actually. This is the before. So this is the homepage. It's missing social proof. It's missing a compelling call to action. It's got create a free account today, but it's not really talking to the prospect as much. And without mentioning anything about the prospect or anything about the customer avatar, it gave me a pretty good headline. It gave me a nice sub headline, social proof, and a compelling action right here. What I didn't like though was his hero page. So what I did was I basically just asked it, hey, can you give me a photo with like happy kids on it? Then I realized that's kind of creepy. Let's not do that. So then I went to the image here that's probably pre-approved with most of the kids back in their heads here. Actually looks on brand with Top Teacher. And I said, basically use this image in the hero section. So now I'm going to click restore so you can see the change that I made here. Now I've got a much better hero section. I don't have to like drag and drop or anything. This is the part where it can get a little bit finicky, and that's like editing the copy here. Now you can go to edit here, and then click on this part. But what I found is that it doesn't do a really good job of actually giving me the whole headline to go and change or part of the blocks of text. There are other examples of templates you can use on the homepage of Lovable. But so what I actually found was that, well, this is just a piece of crap. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to exit this part. And if I actually wanted to manually change the copy, so it says 500 plus teachers already saving time, I went and said where it says 500 teachers already saving time at the top, change the copy to this, and right here, we got the change to the copy, pretty straightforward. So for about 30 seconds of prompting, if you have a pretty old website, this is extremely powerful, but it is not as powerful if, let's just say you have a lead magnet, you just create a lead magnet, you're like, wow, how do I actually get more opt-ins? How do I get more people to join my newsletter? I'm going to show you exactly how you do that with this next landing page. So this right here is just the first draft of a landing page that I gave Lovable just using a prompt and the Google Doc and just the words from my lead magnet. So on the left here, it says, I pretty much piggybacked off the last prompt. I'm like, hey, if it worked well, let's do it again. I've just changed it slightly. So help me take this lead magnet PDF attached and turn it into an opt-in page using the landing page and your conversion principles taught by yours truly. Actually not yours truly, is Alicia. And it should contain virtually the same copy. Yes, yes, yes. I said, here is the copy from the lead magnet. And I just, boom, copy pasted all the copy. And it gave me this. Now, if you don't have an eye for what actually is good, then how do you know what is good? So that's why we've done some of the research, and that's why I asked this next prompt to make sure that I'm getting, something that's actually good and going to get conversions and opt-ins and everything else. Generally speaking, what I found is that if you just take the first draft, AI is never going to give you the good thing, and you probably experienced this. So I just asked it to imagine it was Alicia and basically give it an audit and make sure it got the proper review it needed. And now, as you can see, we've got a much tighter, much clearer, to the point landing page just by asking the AI to review it as if it was that person you're trying to get inspiration from. Now that you have a landing page that collects emails, how do we then create a landing page to sell digital products? Now, I know landing page, sales page, it's a bit of a synonym. Honestly, let's just roll with it. It's a landing page for selling digital products. But I wanted to test what would happen if I took a long form YouTube transcript that basically told all about the stuff about a digital product that I could sell. I haven't sold it yet, but I could create it. What would it give me? And disappointingly, it gave me a really bad landing page. So the first draft that I got back wasn't that good. So I basically said, help me convert this YouTube transcript. And then here's the rest of the prompt. You can pause that. I'm not going to read it out loud, but I found out that you can't add a Google Doc. So then I actually added an image, as you can see here, with all the words from the YouTube transcript. And what I found was that, yeah, it gave me a good layout for a landing page, but the copywriting on the page, like the actual words that drives conversions, wasn't that good. I don't think Lovable is a really good copywriter, but I know Claude is a good copywriter. So I thought, what if we used Claude to help write the copy, but then we use Lovable to help with the design? Now these days, Claude is just ridiculously powerful. I gave it a basic prompt like, hey, this is how you structure a sales argument. Here's an example of a simple sales letter. Can you please analyze my customer avatar? And sure enough, it gave me a ridiculously good first draft. I actually couldn't believe it. But then I asked it, hey, can you actually code this for me? But then I didn't expect it to give me an actual coded landing page. And I saw, I'm like, hey, this isn't half bad. I could just use this. But in keeping theme with the video, I want to show you, if you do want to use Lovable, how can you then transfer the copy from Claude and then make it a little bit better with Lovable. So to do that, what I did was I basically copied the code here. I went back to Lovable and I said, I could take this code and model the landing page and match the UX and conversion principles of the YouTuber Alicia. Here's keep the copy exactly the same. Then I gave the code and it gave me this landing page. Now, not entirely different, but I'm sure with a bit of massaging, we could definitely get there. It is a bit different on preference. I feel like Lovable and Claude has its own style, so you might need a bit of massaging to get the style you want. What I mean by massaging is that you might not like some parts of the page. Like I didn't like the proof part of the page. So what I did was that I went back to Claude and I said, hey, I've got these 3 images. These are like some proof images. Can you then basically turn these into code so that I can give it to Lovable? And then went bang, I'm like, put the code here. Actually looked pretty decent. I think it looked a lot cleaner here on Lovable than it did on Claude. What I found is that if you have done that research phase and you have given it, sales pages that you like, and you say, here's the sales page I mentioned, make it a bit more like this, it's going to give you more of what you want. Now you have these landing pages and hopefully you've collected some emails from them. What do you do with those people who go to this digital product page, for example, but they don't buy? How do you follow up with them without being a pest? You get people off the fence and you actually want them to get your digital product without having to discount, without having to be sleazy or salesy in the same process. This video here shows you how you run no discount, no sleazy email promotions so that you can get people off the fence and into your digital products.